Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I want to do is I want to talk about the big change in the JFK assassination. Now, the reason why I said a big change in the JFK assassination, because what people don't know is there has been a big change over the years in the JFK assassination. And I'm not going to take credit for it or anything else. Or, like a lot of other researchers, they want to make sure their name's out there and their name, they take credit for a lot of stuff. I don't. I just figure, I just give that little bit of a push. The way I look at it, like I tell people, if someone shows the gunman behind in shelter number 3 or whatever, just as long as that truth is getting out there, you know what I'm saying. But I've been, doing some research in the backgrounds and stuff like that, keeping an eye on the JFK assassination research world, I should say. And ever since I came out with my findings and stuff, from the films, the images, colorizing, going over people, eyewitness accounts and stuff like that, a lot of changes has been made that people don't understand. Like for years, we always heard the story, 4 or 5 shots were taken that day and stuff, and then I bring out the evidence of 13 shots being fired now. A lot of researchers changing their stories around to where there's anywhere from 12 to 14 or 15 shots now. That's a big change. A lot more people now are uh, looking more into the films and images. A lot of people that used to think that the Zapruder film was altered, even a lot of JFK researchers used to thought the Zapruder film was altered and everything else. They're changing their story now, saying, well, no, it hasn't been altered. So a lot of changes has been made. A lot of people's more into looking more into the films and images now than they ever did, because now they're pushing that altering away. A lot more people, as you notice here, which I think you did a good job. Someone colorized this. I think they did an excellent job on it. Are starting to colorize the black and white images so they pull up more details on what these images show and stuff. You know, a lot of changes is being made. A lot of people don't understand that. Just like I was sitting there on Facebook this morning, going over some posts and stuff like that. I came across a very interesting post, where, remember, as I made videos and stuff, point this out, where I said that the Dealey Plaza is becoming more like a circus. Okay, and that's all it's, to me, it seems like a yard sale, flea market, or a circus anymore because of everything that's going on there. And basically, this post is talking about almost the same thing, where these two guys and some other people, this post is made, and they was talking about the people and stuff like that, just like this right here. Okay, where I point, what I said in my videos and stuff is how these people in Dealey Plaza, or like Mr. Brownlow, Mike Brownlow, how he portrays it as, uh, behind the pig fence was James Files and Charles Harrelson telling this whole story, and he was an eyewitness there and stuff. But even as I point out, just like right here, if you see it, where he said, where this one guy answered, where he says, uh, it's one guy I like who sets up shop every day. His name is Don. He has a table with pics and a TV monitor and sells DVDs for $10. He said when he got a certain age, he could not get a job to support himself. So he has been doing this for the last 25 years, basically down here on Dealey Plaza selling. Also, when they talk about James Brownlow, and here he says, he wanted to correct him. He says, as I was listening to him tell a group of tourists, he kept repeating that James Tague was shot by a bullet in the face, by the overpass, shot in the face by a bullet. I wanted to correct him and say Tague was hit with a chip from the concrete, uh, from a ricochet of a missed bullet. I ain't got my glasses on, and when I'm reading, I have to have glasses, but if I might zoom in, maybe I can probably a little bit better, which I should have done. But as you see here, as I was listening to him tell a group of tourists, he kept repeating that James Tague was shot by a bullet in the face by the overpass. I want to correct him and say Tague was hit with a chip of concrete from a ricochet of a missed bullet. Okay, he wanted to say that, but he didn't. I guess he was just going to let Mr. give him respect and not say a word stuff. So he don't start no arguing or anything else right there. Which is understandable. But as I point out and as I said, a lot of people now are waking up to a lot of these people's false stories, like Beverly Oliver. For years, she's told her story. I sit there and said she wasn't a babushka lady some years ago, and now people's starting to look more into it and finding out she wasn't a babushka lady. Same things as Judith Baker claims she was Oswald's lover. You know, people's been looking into that stuff and saying, well, there's a lot of false stories that she's telling stuff. Just like Jean Hill, people's looking more into her now. And just like James Files. James Files, for years enough, he took the fatal headshot to JFK. But, since he got out and everything else, now he's changing his story. He said, well, he shot JFK, but it wasn't the fatal headshot. So you see, stories are changing now. And a lot of things are changing in the JFK assassination. Like I said, more people's paying more attention to the films and more attention to the images that was taken that day. They're starting, pick up on what to believe, what's fact and what's fiction anymore. Just like there's still people out there, don't get me wrong, just like this guy right here, this person here, thinks there's a gunman right here in the Mary Mormon photo, which you'll see right here. It says there's a gunman right here. Okay, there's still a lot of them claims going on out there about, a gunman right here, which we could see clearly in the Mormon photo. There is no gunman in this location here, but they're portraying that there's a gunman in this location here, but there isn't. Okay, we're still going to have that we have to deal with, but eventually that'll go away. But even now anymore, they're pertaining the location of the gunman in this square box location here, from this point here all the way over to here. They're pinpointing the gunman and along anywhere in this location now. They're no longer looking more down the picket fence area line or in their drains or anything else. They're concentrating more in this location right here, which is close to the location of the gunman that I found. So see, like I said, there's a lot of changes going on in the JFK assassination. And, I give myself some credit because I'm, posting my videos, pointing out facts to people and stuff like that. Because, like I said, for years, people are tired just hearing a story. We want to see some evidence. They claim they have the evidence. Why don't they show this evidence? Why do they got to hide it? Or why they got to just say, you want to find the evidence? Look at my book. You'll find the evidence. Okay. They want to make sure that the money's there. Okay. Which I don't have no problem with people making money on, want to sell their books or anything else. It does, that's how they make their living. But when something comes out, like if someone's found evidence, and I keep an eye on this, because if I see anybody that comes out and has good evidence to back up what they're saying, and it matches everything that's going on there, I will make a video about it, and I'll give that person credit, because you have to give that person credit. I would help that person out to present that, because the pure simple fact is, if there's evidence there and it backs it up, okay, it has to be presented to the people so the truth can be revealed. So I just want to make this video here to let people know there is a big change going on in the JFK assassination. Everything's falling in place now. People are starting to wake up to the stories now and pushing the stories, the false stories aside, and looking at the pure evidence that's always been in front of them. Okay, that's what I feel good about, because when we look at the JFK assassination, like I said, it's a murder case. A murder case that's never going to be solved because of all the false stories and all the claims going on about it. But if you can start getting people to pay more attention to the films and images, whether they make a discovery or someone else makes a discovery, I always give them credit for it. It's just a point of the fact of it is this: the truth is being revealed. The truth has always been in front of everybody's face all these years. It's always been in the public eye. And you know, if I made that change to where people's paying more attention to the films and movies, excuse me, sorry, I've been drinking Coke. Um, if people are starting to change now because of that, which in a way it makes me feel good because now we're getting away from all the fiction stories and we're starting to bring that reality into the JFK assassination now. The fantasies and stuff like that is already over with. That's in the past. So we're not going to dwell on the past because you can't change what happened in the past. All you can do is change from the day onward. You can't even change yesterday. But I just wanted to make this video here to let people know there has been a big change in the JFK assassination. Now we're going from 4 shots, 5 shots to 12 to 15 shots now. People's paying more attention to the films and images. Okay, they're believing in what they're seeing now and not what they're being told. Okay, they're looking more in depth into the black and whites. They're even starting to colorize them, as I pointed out. One image out was pretty good. You know, they did a good job on it. People starting to pay more attention now, which is a good thing. Okay, it's a good thing, not a bad thing, but a good thing. People are starting to push them false stories to the side and start having, once you start pushing all these false stories aside and then you have that one story there, then you're going to realize where's that truth that sets. And I just want to make this video here again, like I said, just to point this out and say, hey, there is a big change in the JFK assassination. And hopefully this year, hopefully, God's willing this year, that the complete truth in JFK assassination can be revealed to the people because the people deserves it now. Don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Share this information and other information from my other videos on your social medias and other networks and stuff. Always in the description down below. You're going to find a site where you can order my book, Evidence of Conspiracy, on paperback Kindle, the only book you ever need in JFK assassination. Again, don't forget that like button. Thank you, and you have a pleasant day.